Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's your boy D Black coming to you with a Clash in Italy prediction. Alright, as we all know, this is the first PLE that's going to be happening in Italy. I think that's pretty good for the international crowd and stuff. But anyway, let's get to it. Alright, we have Cody Rhodes going against Gunther. I believe this is going to be one of the matches that are on the first hour, which is going to be on regular ESPN. All right, Gunther has retired quite a few people. Well, he retired John Cena, AJ Styles, and Goldberg. Now, this isn't that kind of match. It's Cody Rhodes. He's putting up the undisputed title against Gunther. And how Gunther got here is because it was something that he was promised with Paul Heyman. So now Gunther has left Raw to become a talent on SmackDown, and so now he has the match that the contract was signed about a week ago or so, and stuff against Cody and Gunther. And see, Gunther's done all the things that he's always done. He's always tried to jump, people from behind and everything. He did it with John Cena. He did it with Jey Uso. Now he's doing it with Cody. Now I believe this. I don't think Gunther's going to win this title. I think Cody Rhodes is going to win this title and retain and stuff because I don't see Gunther. Anything could happen. Gunther, you know, I don't understand why the change, but I understand what happened in the change and stuff. It was promised to him. Cody is known as the Golden Boy. He's the number one and everything on SmackDown, or supposed to be the one who's, the guy putting the WWE in its spot. But anyway, I think Cody is going to retain this title. I don't see Gunther winning this title from Cody. Um, I just, I'm just not feeling it. I wouldn't be surprised if Gunther won it, because of the switch that he did leave Raw to come to SmackDown, on a promise from Paul Heyman, to face Cody Rhodes for that title and stuff, but is Gunther going to be that one who would defend the title? His title reigns haven't been good when he was in WWE, when he was in Raw and stuff. So, as an intercontinental title holder, he was great. He defended that title quite often. But as a champion, those reigns weren't pretty good as far as overall on Raw. So now this is SmackDown. He may get that opportunity, but I don't think it's going to be Cody that he's going to beat for the title. I don't see it happen. Maybe not this time, but maybe another time. Probably they'll have a rematch at SummerSlam. But anyway, I'm going with Cody on this one. Then we have Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is my girl. I like Jade Cargill. But even when she had the title, she wasn't really defending the title. Rhea Ripley has the title, and each time that she's been women's champion, she really hasn't defended that title, much and stuff like that. You would think that if you're a champion, that you would, especially if you're a world champion, that you want to defend the title. Sometimes on television, a lot of times on the PLEs and stuff. So with that, Jade has really been giving Rhea her problems. I think she's jaded her, I think, a few times and stuff. And then last week, I think in the tag team, the 6-woman tag match, Jade did pin Rhea and stuff. But I don't think that's going to happen this time and stuff. I believe Rhea is going to win this title. But then that says what happens to Jade Cargill. Where does she go from here? Does she leave SmackDown and go to Raw and go after Liv Morgan? Because you remember a while back, I guess somewhere around Valentine's Day, around February, Jade and Liv did have some heat. So Jade could go to Raw and then go after the title with Liv Morgan. But then Liv Morgan hasn't even defended the title. She's had the title, I think, a little over a month. And why isn't she on this Clash in Italy? What's going on with that? Why isn't she wrestling? When's the last time you seen her wrestle? I mean, she did have a match a few weeks ago with Ruka, but it wasn't for a title. It wasn't a title shot. And she did beat Ruka. So here I believe Rhea is gonna, retain and become, and stay champion and stuff. I don't think Jade is gonna win this. It would be nice to see Jade win it, but I believe Rhea is gonna retain and go on from there. Hopefully she'll have a better championship reign than she has been because lately she's only been in like tag team stuff. Why is a women's world title holder in tag team matches? She should be defending the title in singles matches. If you agree, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, let me know if you agree or disagree. And then we get the rematch. Femi and Brock Lesnar. Now this match is going to be a good one. It's going to be a knockdown drag out. I think this match is going to be a good match. This is going to be really, really good. And see, they didn't set any limitations on this match. They didn't make it no disqualifications. It's just a straight up match. Two guys, power for power. I think this should have been a match to where, they do um, where there's no disqualification and stuff. But I believe on this case, Ober's probably going to win this. He's got to keep his dominance and beating Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar did say that when Ober beat him, a month ago at WrestleMania, that he made him, he took off his boots, his gloves, and everything, and it looked like he was going to quit and stuff. That was it. He was retiring. And then just last week, he said that hey, he's taking a lot of beatings and stuff like that. Brock might have got a little best of him. I mean, Ober might have got a little best of him, but he said he's not done. He's not finished. So he said that he's going to rule, the ruler and stuff. So he said he's going to beat Ober and stuff. But then Ober is a different beast. You know, um, yeah, he's a different beast, and he dominated Brock Lesnar every time that he's gone up against him, except for this last time when Brock snuck him from behind and he F5'd him 4 times and stuff. So it's going to be something different. I believe Ober is going to win this match and show his dominance, and this time Brock Lesnar does, retire, or Brock Lesnar could win this match, and their feud keeps going on to SummerSlam, and then Ober takes Brock Lesnar out in SummerSlam. So I'm going to say Brock Lesnar wins this match, but what does that do for Ober? Does that take Ober down? Does it do any damage? I don't think so because Brock Lesnar has been a destructor. I mean, he has destroyed people, you know, and yeah, so I can see it happen. I can see Brock Lesnar winning this match and they carry it on to SummerSlam, and then Ober is the one because they're pushing Ober to be the face of the company and stuff. So I think Brock Lesnar wins this one. It shouldn't hurt Ober that much. And then in SummerSlam, they keep the feud going, keep the storyline going. And then, or at Night of Champions, it could happen there and stuff. There's a lot they can do with this if they do it right. But as right now, as I'm seeing it, how it should go, I believe Brock Lesnar should win this, and then Oprah finishes it off at SummerSlam. Then we have Becky Lynch going against Ruka for the women's IC title. I think Ruka is going to win this. I think they're getting ready to move Becky to doing bigger and better things. I think Becky should be going for a world title. That might make that means that she could have to go face, because if not, then that means she was going to have to go to SmackDown to face Rhea Ripley and stuff. So there's possibilities here that things can happen. I mean, so Ruka, I can see her winning this title and doing good, because down to NXT when she was you know um, champion down there, she was a North American champion down there and Speed champion. So she did good with those titles when she was down in NXT. And then we know Becky Lynch, she's the man, so she can go somewhere else and and still be Becky Lynch. I mean, Becky Lynch has been on the Raw product for a long time and stuff. So I think she should go to SmackDown and challenge Rhea Ripley for that match if she's going to stay a heel. So between Becky Lynch and Ruka, I'm going to give this match to Ruka. And then we have Tribal Combat for the World Championship in the Ulafala. Roman Reigns against Jacob Fatu. This is going to be a crazy, crazy match. I can see Jacob winning this match, because if Jacob wins this match, there's going to be a whole lot, a whole lot of things going on after that. Will Roman Reigns, acknowledge Jacob Fatu, as, the head of the bloodline? Is he going to do that? Will the Usos, will they do that? Will they acknowledge Jacob Fatu as, the head of the bloodline? I mean, we've seen Roman Reigns, just dominate and everything. But lately, Jacob Fatu has been bringing a whole nother heat of fire and stuff. So I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say Roman Reigns wins this match. Because, like, Jacob Fatu, he's not going to lose either way. I mean, if he wins, yeah, it's great. I mean, and it changes everything. But if he loses, all he has to do is just acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, and then learn from Roman Reigns and move on. You say, what is he going to learn? I mean, he can learn how to be that one that can be a leader and stuff. I mean, because I think Roman Reigns is about to go back. I think he's about to go back 5 years when Roman Reigns was just crazy with it. And that's the Roman Reigns we need to see. I don't like seeing Roman Reigns getting beat up, put to sleep, knocked down, just looking like nothing. Because if you're going to be the tribal chief, man, you got to be able to stand strong. And lately, Roman Reigns hasn't really been standing strong. I mean, he has been he's been getting beat down and stuff like that. So I think Roman's going to do this one. I think the bloodline is going to come back and reunite and stuff. Where Jacob Fatu goes from there, whether he acknowledges Roman Reigns, and I think that's what has to happen. I mean, I don't believe Solo when they had tribal combat with Solo, Sokoa, and Roman Reigns, because that never really finished and stuff. It never really finished, because I don't remember hearing Solo saying that he, acknowledges Roman Reigns as his tribal chief, because look how Solo is moving now. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns with this one. Jacob Fatu hopefully will acknowledge Roman Reigns, join with the Usos and Roman Reigns, as the bloodline, and see where they work that out. How they work that out, how it's gonna go, and everything. Because I think if it goes the way if Roman Reigns wins it, then I think the bloodline will be a dominant team. Are they going to stay heel? Are they going to go to face? I mean, I don't know how this is going to work, because somewhere down the line, they're going to have to clash with Division, unless Seth Rollins actually takes them out. But that's for another video and another show. But anyway, with this one, I'm going to go ahead and go with Roman Reigns will retain the championship and the Ulafala and still remain as the tribal chief. So with that, Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the matches that I've predicted. You know, just talk to me. Let me know. Let me know something. All right. Thank you for watching. God bless. Deuces, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.